Welcome to Midweek News, episode 119 for March 20th, 2025. It's a day late, but hey, a day late and a dollar short is a story of my life. Let's get started. Mint 21.2 review from TechRadar. This boils down to many of the same old points to promote Mint. Interface is similar to Windows, based on Ubuntu 22.04, supported until 2027. Cinnamon may lack some polish compared to Microsoft's Fluent UI for Windows 11. It will run on 2 gigs of RAM with 20 gigs of storage, although 4 gigs and 100 gigs of storage are recommended. For anyone who has been around Linux for any amount of time, it may seem a little boring or restricting. For someone switching off Windows for the first time, it may offer an easier transition than some other distributions. More HP printer shenanigans. From the Don't Buy HP Printers file, HP has released an update that bricks their printers and makes them unable to use genuine HP cartridges. This update seems to be causing error code 11 for a number of people, which leaves the hardware toner light flashing when trying to print. If you have an HP LaserJet 200 series device, tread carefully. Reasons to use Bazzite instead of Windows on your gaming PC. There are more details in the article, but the highlights are better privacy. Most of your games will work fine, but double check your specific list of games first. Some games will run even better on Bazzite. Retro gaming is easy, and you don't need a keyboard and mouse. Bazzite is designed for controllers. For the uninitiated, Bazzite is similar to SteamOS, but is built to run on more than just handhelds. If Steam moves into a more broad release for SteamOS, it will have some competition. Improvements for the Audacity 3.7.2 AppImage bundle. The AppImage release has some Ubuntu-specific releases, as well as bringing it up to the current feature set. A worthy upgrade for Ubuntu users. Looking for a Linux-based firewall? Check out IPFire. Version 2.29 Core Update 192 has been released. It uses the 6.12 Linux kernel for long-term support, bringing support through December 2026. Updates to the CollectD service for collecting statistics about IPFire status. The legacy Deflate zlib compression library has been replaced with zlib-ng. CUPS, the common Unix printing system, has been removed from this release due to security vulnerabilities and upstream abandoning the project. Updates to Speedtest CLI. Full release announcement is linked in the article. 70% of leaked credentials still active after 2 years. A study from GitGuardian reports a 25% increase in leaked credentials year on year, with 23.8 million new credentials detected on public GitHub in 2024 alone. There are many more details in the article, including a brief mention of AI-generated code. Passwords are like underwear. Don't share them and change them often. Major overhaul comes to Navidrome Music Server and Streamer with version 0.55. Navidrome offers a compelling alternative to something like DAFile. It has a multi-valued tagging system, smart playlists, and other features. Changelog is linked in the article. COBOL will see support coming in GCC 15. Perhaps not the most popular language in 2025, COBOL is still used a lot in legacy systems, especially with financial and insurance industry systems. It will be interesting to see how much this actually gets used in production. OpenMediaVault 7.7.1 release is now available. Locale files have been updated. OMV Salt deploy list dirty will list dirty modules, and a bug has been fixed in the scheduled task pages. The latest ISO image available is 7.4.17, which you will need to upgrade after install to get to the latest version. Garuda Linux has a new Cosmic Edition. I recently tried this out with a Proxmox VM, and it actually runs better than the same beta level on Pop! OS. Garuda also brings in, from their main distribution, options and a facility to add printers, which is not yet available in stock Cosmic. You might be aware that Garuda is an Arch Linux-based system. Definitely worth a look if you've had any issues with the Pop! OS version with Cosmic. I hope Cosmic sees a full release by late 2025 or early 2026. I really enjoy this desktop environment. Your mileage may vary. Syncthing tray app on FlatHub. While the macOS and Windows versions of Syncthing have a built-in tray icon, the Linux version lacks an equivalent by default. Syncthing Tray fills that need for those users who may desire to have the same functionality they are used to on another platform. PlayOnLinux allows installing Windows apps and games on Linux. PlayOnLinux is a wrapper around Wine that makes it easier to install apps and games. The article walks through the process for getting the app installed and then installing a Windows application. Multiple distributions are discussed in the article. Worth a look if you want to bring a few Windows legacy apps over to your new Linux setup. NetXMS 5.1 available from FlatHub. This is a desktop app for accessing the NetXMS server. NetXMS is an enterprise-grade open-source network management and monitoring system. NetXMS might just warrant a full video by itself. Let me know in the comments if you're interested. NTLite Windows 11 config tool improves 24H2 update compatibility. NTLite has been updated to bring support for Windows UEFI CA 2023 certificates. This release also improves the 24H2 updates compatibility and brings back unattended Windows product key activation, although it is not recommended to use generic keys. Refer to the article for other changes and fixes in this new version. Debian 12.10 released. 66 bug fixes and 43 updates are included in this roll-up release. This is the 9th ISO update to the Debian GNU Linux Bookworm series. Check the article or the Debian site for more details of this release. E-Waste or Linux. Security updates for Windows 10 end in October of this year, unless you want to pay for the updates to go past that time. There are many charities, small businesses, and nonprofits like libraries that don't have the budget to replace their entire fleet of computers with Windows 11. Due to the arbitrary requirements that Microsoft has placed on Windows 11, many of the machines sold with Windows 10 are not able to be easily upgraded. What are these organizations left with for choices? If they can get funding through grants or other means, they can get new machines with Windows 11, and their old machines will likely end up as e-waste. A small minority of these organizations will even consider Linux. They might be reliant on some proprietary software that doesn't run on Linux. They may have an aging staff that opposes change because they are so close to retirement. An interesting read and very thought-provoking. And that, my friends, will bring us to the end of Midweek News, episode 119. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments what your favorite article was this week. And I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.